Hey everybody, good morning. This is Steve at Thousand Year Home. So today I'm going to go up and I'm going to prep that roof, and I'm using a painting compound to get rid of the little bit of rust that I see, the Core 10, just to try to make, again, I'm shooting for 1,000 year home. So, and I know that when Core 10 rusts that it makes a patina like this, and it protects itself. So it's the same kind of steel that you find in leaf springs, and leaf springs last forever. But if I give it an additional kick, I believe that I'll help somebody in the future that I don't even know. So I've set everything up in the morning. I've been up. Let me rotate the camera for you. All right, so it didn't rain here. This is all just condensation. It's too slippery for me to get up there, but there's my bucket of paint supplies, and here's the material that I'm using. Okay, here's a good video of a can that I haven't opened yet of the Eastwood Rust Encapsulator Plus. I got it in matte black. I could put it right over the top of paint. You know, if this was a professional coat, I'd scuff it up and all that. But the way the encapsulator works is it converts the iron oxide 3 into an iron oxide 4, and the black color is helping to is a component of that, because it converts that using aluminum oxide dust inside of here. So it's a safe up to 350. Now this is not cheap stuff. A can of it this size is about $167 US dollars. So but well worth it. One can will treat, for me, I'm just touching up spot rust, will treat an entire container of what I call superficial rust. I don't have anything real bad. Now the underside of my storage shipping containers are a lot worse. So I'm expecting I'll probably use a gallon under both containers, so half gallon each. So I shake this up, and you saw me apply it. And man, I really think that this is the right way to go. I had to buy it direct from the manufacturer, and I am not affiliated at all. So this is just a recommendation directly from me. Eastwood Rust Encapsulator Plus. All right, so going up the ladder. My daughter's gonna check on me later, make sure I don't fall off the roof. And I might strap myself in, but you can see that it's just too wet for me to paint. So I'll just condensate. That's not rain. And this roof is not in bad shape at all. So all I'm going to do is put a roller down and walk the length and width. And I'm going to roll it. And then I'm going to put 2 layers of infra wrap on it. And then I'm going to take a tarp, a trucker's tarp, which is bigger than the container by a little bit. It's 12 feet by 49 feet, if I recall, and put it on top with the reflective layer up. Then ultimately, when I come in with concrete and I pour concrete on top, I'll make sure I have channels on the concrete so it'll be self-supporting. I'll put a little bit of insulation in between each in between each little panel, and I'll pour concrete in there that will tie into whatever I use to wrap the container with. So right now, the big runner is earth bags, and we'll find out who the winner is. So I looked at rammed earth, I looked at aircrete, I looked at perlite, and I looked at hardy plank, and now I'm at earth bags. So, and of all 3 of those things, earth bags is the most flexible for a single man to manage stages without cold seams. And reading about the Nepali people who've been building their civic buildings and homes out of earth bags, they built 55 large structures, and even with the earthquakes, they haven't lost a single structure. And and of course, earth bags been around for a long time. So I don't have a skill set. Now, rammed earth, I would like to do it. It's beautiful, but I don't have a skill set for it yet. And even though it's dirt pounded and mixed with sand and concrete and clay, I'm a bit afraid because my first test brick went so poorly. Now, I cheated on everything on that, so I wasn't expecting it to go well, but I didn't expect it to just be fall apart as a broken chalky mess. But is the rough. So, and I was hoping that I could get up here and start painting, but no, I'll come back. And you can see like where the dents are, that the water is pocketed there. And right there where they lowered the containers on top of each other, see how they damaged the roof there a little bit and all the corners. So, but I gotta wait for this water to at least subside a little bit, and then I'll be back up here painting. Okay, so this is Steve, A Thousand Year Home. I'm up on top of the Conex, and it's a couple hours later. I trimmed the door. If I rotate the camera, you'll see that I'm using the broom to get off the last bit of moisture, and then I'm going to coat everything that's missing, that needs coating, and then I'll roll out the infra wrap on top of it, and then I'll put a canvas tarp on top of it, reflected. For now, I'll clamp it in, but eventually I'll put a coat of concrete on to hold it all down. I'm not going to take the tarp off. I'll just put the concrete right on top of it. All right, so I'm super nervous of heights, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this camera off. I completed the task of painting everything. Is it perfect? Heck yeah, it's perfect. If NASA came down and inspected that, that would be perfect coverage. No, of course not. Let me rotate you. So what I was after is weld seams, any place that there was deep rust. So I'm going to end up covering this all. So it wasn't, this is not a presentation layer at all. So, but I see that I've done everything. I don't see any rust popping through. I spent extra time with a brush and all of the deep dents. There's another little spot right there where it was dented in, probably, I don't know, third of the way in, 18 feet in. So, but this is going to work. The next step, and I hope to have enough energy, is to get the membrane up here. I'm 2 layers of infrared bubble wrap and a tarp over the top of it, and that will be on the top, and then I'll put in perlite concrete. Once again, this is Steve, A Thousand Year Home. I'm on top of the world, so like and subscribe.